Shalom, shalom, everybody. This is Ivan, the Trinity of Water, with another preparation for Perpia's television show. So, this one, I thought about it really hard, and I'm not sure if I'm going to release this one or when. Let's say it like that. I wouldn't be making it if I wasn't going to release it. But it's going to go a little deep. It gets deeper, but it's going to go a little deep. So, I actually... It's only two people that I really trust enough, trust their opinion enough, and value it enough to ask about this, because before I release any videos, I get in a quiet place and I get a feeling, I get a sense. But it's weird sometimes how Amun source works. Sometimes he surrounds you with people who love you, and sometimes you get confirmation. So I do feel led to make this video, but I'm gonna get a little confirmation, because this one's a little deeper. So like I said, it might just be one person watching this show, but if Omni Source trusted me with that one person, if the divine within trusted me with that one person, I want to make damn sure that the information that's given is some good, valuable, not only good and valuable information that they do their own due diligence on, but at the same time that it's not anything. It is 2020, but still too out there. True or not, sometimes too much right here, sometimes that could be more harmful than it is good. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. I know I say it every show, but this is, again, one of the most serious shows I've done. I did a show on hydration, but I really don't think people understand. Some people, oh, okay, great, thumbs up. Good, okay, thank you so much. I don't think you understand, so I might get, like I said, I'm getting a little deeper. Some of my messages is from the Bible, and I use certain Bible terms. Like I said, the Bible code. The Bible is 6D, if you have an I2C. However, I told you I'm a life path 9, master number 11, 911, and we're in a state of emergency. So sometimes I have to get out there. I have different aspects. So enough rambling. Let's just get straight to it. I'm going to try to keep this. I know your time is valuable, so I'm going to try to keep this really quickly. Okay. So, coronavirus. What is it attacking? Now, for anyone that's even halfway in the know, we know this is man-made. I'm not going to get into the science of that. That's ignorance. I'm ignoring something important. Ignorance. So if you're in a state of ignorance, hey, we are that. Nothing wrong with that. And we're all in a certain way ignorant to other aspects that's going on. So that's quite all right. We all have different times and seasons. Moving on. This is an attack on our immune system, which a lot of us know or should know. But what a lot of us don't know is, what is the immune system? Because how can you know what you don't know? Come with me now, come with me. How can, as brilliant and as intelligent as we all are, but how can you know? That's why this is a show about enlightenment. I'm not a teacher. I can't teach you anything. You already know it. You just have to remember it. So what I'm saying is, I make people think. I make them ponder. How can you know what you don't know? The right answers get you the right questions. So what I'm saying is, what really is your immune system? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why do they put chemtrails in the air? Have you ever asked yourself that? They actually try to do something to our sun, sending different rays. Check it out. Have you ever, or what's your own due diligence? Have you ever asked yourself that? So, like I say, this one is getting deep. What the air, the breath of life, our queen. This is, like I say, this is chess, not checkers. You have to be one step ahead. Never played it a day in my life, but I know you're always one step ahead. You have to think. This is the year of the rat. How do rats think? They see things before it happens, and then they work their way to it. Check it out, Google it. This is the year of wisdom. So you have to know, that's why I said I'm so delicate with this information, because you have to know when to hold water. That's why I call myself the Trinity of Water. 3 stages of water. Ice, actual, what you call liquid water, and what real water is. Real water is actually the breath of life. Check it out. That's why breathing is so important. They might not let me put that on YouTube. That's why breathing is so important. That's life. That's real water. They actually have machines that can take the air. I'm telling you, just check it out. It's machines that takes the air, the steam from the air, and it actually makes water. That's why it's above, so below. That's why distilled water is the real water. Raindrops and you get it water from the ground. Distilled. Come on, now peace be still. But let's just get to it. Let's get to it. I'm a little off of the subject, but I'm just saying things I really want you to think about. So now let's get to it. That's what they're attacking. Your immune system, your queen, your heart, your breath, the divine breath, the divineness in you. That's what they're attacking. In your immune system. But it's not your immune system, it's your immune system. Amun. Yeah, I'm going Egyptian. I'm going Egyptian because I got to keep it real. It's your immune system. That's what they're attacking. And they know it. Like I said, they know it. And I'm not against it. Like I said, why would put my energy against anything? That's their purpose. Everything has a purpose. We all have purposes, good and bad, but when you get to higher levels of consciousness, you know there really is no such thing because we're all part of it all. So I'm not going to put my energy, let them do what they want to do, but my job, my purpose here on this earth is to prepare. So I'm sending this to, like I said, it might just be one person, but years from now, it might prepare millions. I don't know. So that's what they're after. Like I said, this is chess, not checkers. They're after our immune system, the God within. So this show is about how to raise your solar plexus. So anybody who's like getting into the chakras and everything of that sort, know exactly what that is as well. So really what you're doing, you're preparing for a marriage. That's the real sacred secretion. So a lot of people, yeah, you're raising your Christ, which is an oil, which we all have, and you're raising it. Yes, that is true, but it gets so much deeper than that. It gets so much deeper than that. So you're preparing yourself for a marriage. That's why it's so important to eat good, clean foods, to make sure you keep your cardiovascular system up. I was just talking about the water that I will be doing another promo for, but right now, I want to stick to the subject. But that's why it's so important. You're getting prepared for a marriage that's going to take place in the body. That's why they say before you're even privy to look for a wife, your marriage should happen within. So that's the marriage that they're talking about. Let's get to it. But yeah, that solar plexus, that's Horus. That's your sun. So some people may say, well, I thought the sun, see, I'm going to give it to you inwardly and outwardly. They might say, oh, the sun is the sun. Rises, sets, the sun is the sun. And then when you get on deeper levels of understanding, you say, well, your sun is right here. That's how you see your sun right here. You're right. All truths are but half truth. So you are right. But that's the sun of Ra. This is Ra right now. So right here, it's Ra. And it's Ra and sunset. That's why you're in the dark. That's why you're in the dark. So when Horus, to get the eye of Horus, you have to rise your sun. You have to rise. You have to take back your power so you can see. We about to get deep. All right. So moving along. Let me calm down. See, my mama calmed me down a little bit. Oh, okay. Calm down. Calm down. All right. So that's why electrolytes is so important. Staying hydrated. Because your E equals MC squared. Now, everybody, I hope, is familiar with Einstein, one of his most famous theories. E equals MC squared. So that's energy in motion. That's what it is. It's energy in motion. But deeper, it's your energy, your inner God. That's your fire. In motion, when you're in the flow, that's your fire. That's your energy. E equals MC squared. That's why he said it's only a few people in this world, maybe a handful at that time. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he said who can truly grasp the importance of that. Truly grasp it. That's your energy. Some call it your chi, your energy, your prana, your pneuma in Greek and Hebrew. So that's why hydration is so important. Those electrolytes, That's electric light in your body. That's the fire within, your passion. So, moving along, as I said, your immune system is your Amun, A-M-U-N. And it compared to I-M-M-U-N-E. Come on, people, open them eyes. Come on, it's giving it to you. It's giving it to you. But you'll get it. So, your immune system, that God within, and also what do we have in there? Moon. Who is the moon goddess? Isis. Isis. But it's still a moon. When the moon is out, what is it? You're in the dark. It's a moon system. So for right now, until you raise your son, you're in the dark. It's the spiritual information to ascend, if you want to call it. Me personally, I just stand right on my own too. I'm here having this physical experience, and I'm just going to do what the divine leads me to do. But I'm just saying, if you want to ascend, however you want to do it, that is how you do it. You have to raise Horus so you can see. You're basically taking back your power. See, people don't understand. These ancient books are serious. They're serious. So, let's calm down. Give me a little. Thanks, Mom. So, okay. So, like I said, you're in the dark until you raise it. Your sun. So, like I said, it's rock. So, when you raise your sun, that's the sacred secretion. And your eye, which is your third eye, really becomes your spiritual eye. And you're no longer in the dark. You're able to see spiritual things, symbols. Literally, you're able to see this, but don't get caught up in all that because it's basically just keeping you sidetracked from what's really important. Getting yourself together, not being in the dark anymore, seeing these things as what it really is, illusions. But as you believe. So you can see all this before it comes. But one of the most important things, before I get to the next part, once you do that, you're immune to these things. Come on, immune. You're immune. A lot of people you might see that's living their spiritual experience, they say, that stuff can't touch me. That's literal. You're immune to it. You're God. When you leave that, you're God. You're immune to this stuff. Amun. You're immune. You go, get out of here. So let's move along, get a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper. So basically, now I want to get to this. Amun Ra. And you're saying, okay, I thought you just said I could see. I'm a son. Because then when you raise, you become a son. That's when you become a son. You're God. The sons rise up. The sun at its highest form. Amun Ra. Horus. You a son now. However, it gets deeper. It gets deeper. Father, son, mother. No longer Seth. It's no longer Set. No longer Seth. But Seth has its place. Now that's why I said, let's get to it. Beauty in the beast. Accepting your beast within. Accepting your truth. So yeah, you can see, but this is where a lot of people mess up and they stop. That's why I say I evolve every day. Yes, you can see your son. Your son is risen and you can see. But at the same time, just like Cain, whether you believe in the Bible or not, but just like symbols, Bible code, Cain and Abel. Like I said, yeah, you can see your son. The source is well pleased. But at the same time, as I did a show about, you need to be able to see in the dark as well. Because no darkness can exist in the light, but you got to know that. So to know something, you have to be familiar with it. You have to not be scared of it. It's like, I'm scared of dogs, so I don't know crap about them. I don't know about them. I have no relation with them. So just like what was Abel's problem? He didn't know when to strike. I really advise you to watch that show. What was Cain's problem? He couldn't accept not being acknowledged. So you learn from them both. Just because you become a son does not mean people are going to receive your information. And you have to be cool with that. You have to be cool with that. But you can't, no matter how much love, like I really try and study to be, I don't even like using the word try, but to be more loving in every aspect, real love. Every aspect of my life, every day. But you still got to have that warrior in you. You still got to have that warrior in you. Like I said, to be able to go and just take somebody's chest while it's pumping. A real warrior, but you will never do it unless you have to. Because you want love and you want peace. That's a son. See, that's why I say that dark side still has its place. That set still has its place. That's balance. That's balance. That's why I say life is balance. You can never be too high or too low. You look a man where square in his face. Anyway, I got a little off topic, but I needed to say that because the next subject I'm talking about is the Merkaba. That's your Merkaba. Now, I know it's two pyramids, one spinning in this direction, one spinning there. I know the science behind it and everything. It allows you to activate your solar body. It allows you to go to different dimensions and different paradigms. Yes, I get all that. But we talking about this right now because paradigms and different dimensions is not going to help you right. Well, it will help you in spiritual things, but I'm saying right now where you're grounded. A big audience of mine is probably just grounded trying to see how to raise. So right now, I'm talking about that aspect of it. But that's what it is, the combination of hot and cold, good and bad. You're no longer falling because you know there is no good and bad. It's choices. It's all about choices. Just like if you have kids, all kids are different. You don't say, okay, this one he good, this one he bad. No, you say, okay, you do transmute it. So you find out what's going on with that child. Because we're the children. What's going on with him? Okay, he's too active in certain areas. It's always a reason for it. You find out why. You don't judge him. You don't just dismiss him. It's the same thing in your body. Beauty and the beast. So when you have your truth experience, you have to accept that beast within. That's the Merkaba. Once you accept yourself, like I said, I'm not even getting into the whole spiritual aspect of it right now. When you accept yourself for who you are, all the baggage you put in your unconscious that's right there, that's holding you back from your true purpose and your true gift where you need to be, you just simply accept it. That's the only way things leave. Because if you suppress it, it grows. It precedes you in the kingdom. So, you know how people say, I know I'm supposed to be doing this, but I'm just not, oh man, I know I'm supposed to be, it can even be something important, but it's always something. Yeah, it's preceding you from the kingdom. It's always going to be distractions. That's why I say life is, just look at it as simple as choices. Knowing it is the fall. Adam's Eve. Look at what our ancestors did and learn from it. And say, okay, it's no good, it's no bad. Learn from all the lessons that you've been through in your life. That's going to show you. All the lessons you've been through and say, okay, I'm just right here, right now. It's just as simple, like Will Smith said, simple as one choice. Good choices lead you to where you need to be. How I got on that is beyond me. But I'm going to get back to this marriage that happens within. So now, like I say, you are the master of hot and cold. You know you're one. No more duality. That's what all it is duality. Because you're masculine and feminine. That's why Adam, when he took the rib out, the wife, they took the most powerful energy that it is. See, we don't go just, oh, is he a man, God a man? No, it don't work that way. Took out that feminine energy. So that way it's duality. I don't know. So now you're married within. You know. You married with the children. But seriously, you're married and you raising that child. Mother, son, father. You bringing your family back together within. And they trying to stop it. Anyway, calm down. Breath. Okay. But yeah, you're no longer falling. You're standing up. Now I'm going to end this because I know I said it was going to be quick, but I kind of let the divine energy just as it leads me. I just want to get really quickly to, I said the inner part, but now let's get to the outer part. You ever hear that group Earth, Wind, and Fire? What is Earth, Wind, and Fire? Or it was this one hero. I can't think of his name right now. Y'all know I don't edit. I just keep it real. I can't think of his name right now, but he's like Earth, Wind, Fire. Yeah. What is that? What is that? Just how you have a mother within, you have a mother, Mother Earth. You have a mother without. See, you have to find peace. I'm not even going to get into all the planets and combine it with the chakras and all that. I'm not doing it right now. But you have to find peace with every aspect of yourself. And as you love that what you don't like about yourself, the bees, it will go away. But you still got that, But anyway, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, superfoods, dark green vegetables. Inner earth is actually what? Good water, also distilled water. Wind, the breath of life that energizes your electrolytes within. That's why breathing is so important. Don't tell nobody I told you that. That's why breathing is so important. Because as you breathe the breath of life, you want to learn how to breathe, really try vacuums. Just go, it's a guy, he talk about it a lot. I can't think of his name, but he shows you how to do vacuums. See, guys, especially for guys, we hold a lot of fat in that area, right around here. That's why you can sit up all you want, that breath. And of course you hold it longer, but I'm just trying to give you an example. So what that does, when you breathe like that, that's why you activate those electrolytes. And then you take it a step further, your outside fire is actually the sun. The sun. What's it? The sun. Well, heats all this. Well, it actually isn't the only aspect that heats it up, but like I said, another video. But the sun, that's your fire. That's why it gives you energy. It activates your energy. It activates it. So when you're in the sun, that's why especially if you're melanated, which we're all melanated, but if you're more melanated, that's why you need at least 2 hours. It's sending those neutrinos, vitamin D, and all that good stuff to you. That's why, honestly, they're attacking the sun too. They know this stuff. And then when people hear it, they say, "Are you blasphemy? The hell is he talking about? He sounds crazy." Yeah, it does sound crazy, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And you couldn't put this on TV, I guarantee it. Even crazier than TV. But anyway, your earth, your wind, like I say, that breath, and your fire, earth, wind, and fire. Energy and motion. To take it a step further, those are your emotions. Energy and motion. Your emotions. They're trying to control your emotions. Because their energy feed off that crap. Whether you believe me or not, like I said, they may not let me put this one on. Them your emotions. Friday, look, Cube know it. That's why he said in Friday, he was like, it's principalities in this, just like in the Bible. What do we fight against? We do not fight against flesh and blood, but principalities, witches, and all that. Principalities. What is principalities? Princes, bad entities that's trying to control your emotions. Energy in motion. That's what this is about. Because they know how powerful we are, and they don't want you to know it. So that's why people like me, oh man, come on. But see, this is the thing. I might only have one viewer, but I'm going to keep doing what I do. Because I don't do it for that. I'm not going to make the same mistake that my ancestors made. I'm not going to make the same mistake that Cain made and say, oh, I want 1 million viewers. I need this, I need that. If I get it, fine. If I don't, fine. And I'm not going to make the same mistake that Abel made. I'm not going to be a little punk. So, like I said, if it comes and the funk hits the fan, which I'm hoping people make the right choices, but if it doesn't, I will be prepared. I won't make that mistake. I'm going to know when to strike. Anyway, hey, when I'm doing it for mama, I just get a little, But basically, that's mastery. That's why you have to learn self-control. That's why it's so important. I never say anything is wrong with drinking and whatever you choose to do. That's up to you. But I went through experiences where, as I make very privy to my audience because I want to learn from my mistakes and help other people do the same. When you do this spiritual work, you really need to be natural. Because when you're not, you're opening yourself up to so much. I really can't express that enough. It's like I always mention oxytocin, the love hormone. Why do you think that people like on crack, they will do anything because that's their God, that's their love. So a lot of people say, you made that your God. I'm gonna put it another way. That's the thing you love the most. Now you may not see it that way, but it's really the truth. Whatever, that's why they will do everything. They will do what? They will kill, they will steal, they will destroy. Who kills, steals, and destroys? You tell me, I forgot. Then, who comes to make your life more abundant? Togetherness. That's just for people if you want a little Bible off in there. I know a little something about that too. But not abundance just outside. Like I said, everybody either want it on the outside or they want it on the inside. You have to have both. That's balance. He's talking about abundance of your heart. That's the most important. Your queen. This is chess, not checkers. Anyway, I went like a little over than I wanted to. Whoever this is for, I sincerely hope it gets there. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to stop saying that. The divine knows it's times, it's seasons. When it's time, it will get to whoever it's meant to get to. I sincerely, I truly, and abundantly love you because I can relate to you. I'm a Life Path 9. I can relate to you. Love.